Hey everybody, Lord Tamerlane back with more Obscurities and Miniatures. We've got another Grimskull release today. And this is a little bit out of my comfort zone, if I can even get it on there. This is the Ork Big Warboss Boombasta. So, there were two options available for this dude, and he is just a big, bad orc. He is on a 50mm base. And as with most Grimskull models, he's got a nicely textured and detailed custom resin scenic base, and he does have a nice imprint to give you an idea where his feet are actually supposed to go. I mean, he is designed to sit in that spot, and he's a big dude. Check out his body. So, as with most Grimskull releases, everything is nice, cleanly cast, and ready for paint. And then I gotta admit, these are a lot of fun to paint, and as is typical with most orc models, there is lots of texture and characterful detail waiting to be hit with the paintbrush that I will most likely not do justice to. So yeah, there's that. He has a big honkin' blade. That is a rather large blade. How large is it? Well, it's just as large as a human on a base. So that's saying something right there. I'm not sure what that is on the bottom. Assuming that's where he's going to attach it. He also has a big honkin' gun. How big is it? Bigger than your average orc. Actually, let's see. How big is his body compared to the average orc? Big. So if you wanted to use him as a knob, wanted to use him as a character model of some sort, I am going to use him in my kill team. I keep looking at that Flash Gets box, and I'm like, oh, do I really want to paint them and build them again? He's got a fancy backpack, a fancy claw hand holding on to, I want to say that's the ignition igniter for his sword. Here's his head with cigar, or a ammo shell maybe? I don't know. But very fun little sculpt. I like his multiple earrings. He's got the goggles on. Ring through his tusk. His foot, because obviously he's an orc. He's missing a leg. And we got some various tubes. And then there is this. A actual piece of chain. So this chain is supposed to actually get draped across the gun and have it hanging from his back. How that's supposed to go exactly is going to be a fun challenge for me to figure out, and hopefully I can give you some valuable insight into how in the world we're going to do that. I saw that on the website and I thought, they'll probably just, cast those chains in resin or something and call it a day. But nope, they gave us actual chains to work with. Funny enough, I'm not sure if the version they did with wings actually has the gun with him. I believe he's just got the big wing backpack. And I know he has a totally different backpack. The ground version has this one, whereas the winged version has, big clunky contraption with the wings attached to it. So, this is going to be a fun little challenge. We're going to put him together, see how he stacks up. And obviously he's going to be outclassing every orc model. All of one that I own. So, we'll see how that looks. Yeah? Alright, we got Boombasta here, just about 99% finished. The only thing is he's still not glued on his base, and I have not bothered playing with the chain for his gun yet. There's two little spokes right here. I'm assuming that's where it's going to actually loop around, and we're going to hang it off of his backpack on his back, but I'm just not to that point yet. And honestly, I think I'd rather have it painted before I play around with the chain itself, and I don't need to paint the chain, so, So here's our regular orc friend, and as you can see, he is quite a big model. Maybe not as big as RTLW's big orc warboss with the crutching guy hanging off the top with the machine gun, but pretty large nonetheless. Because he's got a little view spotter up here, bullet shell in his mouth. I'm still not sure what's going on with this giant sword of his. Funny enough, you can see a little bit of artifacting on the blade itself. Haven't really seen that happen much with any of the Wargames exclusive Grimskull models that I've built yet. So parts were pretty intuitive as to how they fit. There were nice clear marks and indentations where everything goes. Very little flash that needed cleaning up. I mean, overall, I really can't be happier. I would like to try to get a hold of some of Cromlech's orks just to see how they compare, and I should have some R-tail W1s slowly but surely making their way across the pond, and we can see how they all stack up later on. I'll be sure to include our Boombasta, and hopefully he'll be painted by the time those arrive. And who knows, you may be watching this in the future and I already own it. So anyway, fun model, a lot bigger than I expected. Super gigantic sword, which I love. And there are two flavors of him, as I mentioned. There's this one that I've got right here with the old-fashioned hydraulic backpack, or they have the one with the giant steampunk wings, which did look cool, but I just don't know how I'm going to ever get that thing into use. So, ground version it is. I'll leave a link down below for Wargames Exclusives website. You can check that out because they have quite a few interesting and exciting models. And hopefully you'll find something to your liking. Besides this guy, obviously, because he's cool, because he's got a big giant sword. Anyway, with that said, this is High Lord Tamberling with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you back here soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.